Hi guys. So a lot of people struggle with business plans and putting together business plans because what usually happens is entrepreneurs go to Google and they type business plan template, or they approach a CFA or a CEDA or NYDA or whatever to raise funding, and they are told that they need to put together a business plan, and then they're given a template. And there's nothing wrong with the template. The problem is if you don't have this, if you don't have a business model, oh, okay, my finger can't reach there, but if you don't have a business model, then there is no plan that you're going to create, because the business plan is not the first step, it's the last step. It is a plan on how to achieve your business model. Without a business model, which is the foundation of every business plan, if you just start by using a template, all you're doing is you are answering questions. So a template will ask you, what is your executive summary? What is your marketing plan? What is your... All you're doing is answering questions. But when someone looks at this plan and reads it, then it does not make sense. And I can say 90% of the time, that is why you are declined for funding. Because your business plan literally makes no sense, because it lacks the foundation of a business model. And this is then what we call a business model canvas. It is a visual structure of how you put together the building blocks of your business model. What I'll do is I'll create sort of like a PDF guide that you guys can download, and that can help you build a business model for your business. But essentially, just for the sake of this video, it starts off with customer segments. So that's the first thing you start off with. Customer segments. Your customer segments are the segments in which you are trying to target. So if you have multiple segments, it is advisable to have different canvases for each segment. So it forces you to really think about who you are targeting. So you can't say, let's say you want to start a hair brand for women. You can't say your target segment is women. It's too broad. There are women that wear weaves. There are women that love their natural hair. There are women that shapa scalp. There are women that struggle with dandruff. There are women that struggle with scalp sensitivity. There's so many different aspects. So you have to think about who is your segment. Are you talking to women that have a hair loss issue because of a dry scalp situation, so that you're clear on who you're talking to? So let's use that as a basis of this example. You're talking to women who have sensitive scalps, and that leads to their hair loss, for example. So that's your customer segment. Then we move there at the top there where it says, no, here, sorry. We move then here to value propositions. The value proposition is then based on your customer segment. So what is that promise? What the value proposition is, what is the promise that you give to them in terms of your product/service that will make them choose you over another company or another brand? So the value proposition must then talk to that, to say, we create hair products for women who struggle with hair loss. We create products for women who struggle with sensitive scalps and therefore lose hair. So even in the product formulation, you use natural products or whatever that helps with dry scalp and sensitive scalp, that will then also help your hair follicles grow your hair much faster, whatever the case. So you must be clear also on the value proposition is something that speaks to the customer segments. It's not a tagline. It does not speak internally. It speaks to the customer audience. So it mustn't speak to you. It must speak to them. And that's how also you choose your products. You don't go and choose a product and then choose a customer segment. No, you choose a customer segment, figure out what problem you're solving through your value proposition. That leads then to the product that you're going to formulate. Once you're done with the value proposition, then you move to your customer relationships. So how are you going to relate with your customers? Is this going to be a virtual relationship like a Takealot, where all you do is you go onto the website and you go to the app and you order, and you don't speak to an individual unless there's a problem? Or is it going to be a hybrid relationship model where you have a virtual thing but equally people can call and whatever? or is it going to be purely physical? Like most funeral parlors, for example, it's all physical. They have offices everywhere and people have to go into the offices. So what is that relationship that you're going to be having with your own customers? Even that relationship also then talks to your distribution model. So if you are selling products for hair, are you selling through a clicks where it's an extended relationship, you don't deal with the customer directly, or are you going to open your own shop so that you are in charge of the customer relationship? And then there's channels. The channels is how are you reaching these customers? So obviously your social media, they're going to reach you through WhatsApp, and you have a website, and you have your own stores, or you have partners that you sell through, or you have a call center. What are those channels? And then this part of the business model then speaks to this. It speaks to how then you make money. So obviously you make money by selling the products. But if you have partnered with a retailer, are there other ways you can make money through that retailer? If you have your own retail channels, are there other revenue streams over and above? So you'll be selling gift cards, you'll be selling subscriptions and blah, blah, blah. You have your own website where people can buy subscriptions, and every month you send them a package, whatever the case. Then it will talk to your revenue streams. Then this side, it all talks to your costs. So this is then your cost structure. But your cost structure is made up of your key partners. So in order for you to make this product and to sell it, who are your key partners? So wherever you're producing the hair product, wherever you're sourcing your packaging, wherever you are your SABS, for example, you need to be licensed and accredited. Wherever you're selling your product. So if you're selling through a Clicks will be a partner. But if you're selling through your own stores, then the shopping center is a partner. The POS system that you're going to use is a partner. The platforms that you're going to use for selling online or whatever is a partner. Your key activities, what are the activities in your business that allow you to actually render the service or sell the product to your customer segment? So there's the production of the product, there's the packaging of the product, there's the distribution to the main warehousing if you have whether your own warehouses or your partner's warehouse. So what are the key activities and what are the resources required? So you need a factory, you need a warehouse, you need cars, you need employees, and all those things. And so all those three blocks make up your cost structure. So all those things are the ones that are going to that go into what you need to be paying, or what your costs are to render the service or to sell the products. And the difference between these two, the difference between your cost structure and your revenue streams, is this line there, is where now your profitability sits. So this business model is then what then you're going to use to put together your business plan. Because now when we start talking, for example, your marketing and promotional plan or your sales plan, it talks to channels. When we talk about your target segment and your market, we're talking to customer segment. So your business plan just goes into detail. For example, when it talks about your market, how many women in South Africa, for example, struggle with dry scalp, sensitive scalp, and hair loss? That talks to your market, your target audience. That talks to that, your value proposition, all that stuff. So this thing talks to your business model. So that is why business models are difficult for a lot of people, because we have not learned a business model. But like I said, I will put together a guide that you guys can purchase and download. Don't worry, it's not going to be 5 million. Don't worry, it's not going to be a 5 million, probably 200 Rand or whatever. And you just buy that guide, and it will take you through the steps of putting together the business model canvas. And I'll shoot a few videos as well. So when you purchase the guide, it will come through a Google Drive folder. That Google Drive folder will have the guide as a PDF, and will have videos that you can watch that talk to then the different segments and putting together everything, so that how then you move it from business model then to your business plan. I hope that is beneficial, guys. Thank you all.